Bossy, you pleased with that overall?
Yeah, it was. We had to start the game well. And we obviously have the intent to be able to do that every week. But we put a big emphasis on making sure that we started the game well, made sure we brought, at a minimum, really good pressure. There was a reflection on what it's been like in the last 4 or 5 weeks. It was really important that we had integrity around that. And the boys really brought that. Felt like at the first half it was compelling. Some of our work around contest and going forward at the game and put them under pressure. So it was pleasing. Then after half time, obviously the game sort of died away a little bit. We had a few less people on the bench to try and manage on the ground. So there was a few other circumstances that obviously showed up for itself. But certainly when the game was on, we were at our best.
Can you talk us through some of the injuries? Sandwell start, I guess.
Yeah, we're hoping they're only minor. That's what we're hoping. But we still wait till Monday to find out what the obvious damage is. Motts will have a look at his calf. That's why he wasn't able to go back on the ground. Walshy was obviously a hamstring, so we have to manage that. Sauce as well with the knee. So we'll get them scanned. There's no early indication around what that actually looks like, but we're hopeful that they're all on the very minor end.
Was Cotter okay?
Yeah, we think. Well, we come back on. But like with all these protocols, there's the protocols we need to follow at the time, and obviously the critical checkpoints that we need to be able to have. But there's obviously further checkpoints we need to have through the week as well. So just to make sure that the follow up is there.
Like the rest of us, did you see that tackle when it happened and probably thought the worst when you at first?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think the AFL's been pretty strong on those type of tackles and where they view that in the game right now. So I can argue that down if you like, but that's just that's real. That's the environment we're in. So we have to temper what our approach is to that. We obviously lost a player during the week because of it. I suspect they might be losing one as well.
Happy with 10 from Charlie?
Yeah, it was a pretty impressive performance. For the theatre around it as well, and be able to kick the 10 in front of the home crowd was particularly pleasing. And even as a coach, I clapped it, so it must have been okay. But no, it was pretty amazing. And some of the things he does out on the field, we're all left to it. We're in amazement at times of what he can do. I think still the thing with Charlie and what he's doing in more recent times is that it's been really less about him and how he operates within that forward line. And the boys just love playing with him, and as a result of that intention, he's playing some really good individual football. So it's nice to be able to see, and he's got some able assistants down there at the moment that are helping him out. But he certainly had a day out.
That's the first Carlton 10 goals since Sticks in '95. Have you, just I'm thinking as you as a player or coach, have you ever seen a 10 goal? Is that the first 10 goal performance you've seen in the AFL?
No, I can't recall.
Certainly
Certainly played in plenty that were against us. I remember Dunstall and Lockett and those types were pretty handy back in the day.
Yeah, right.
But no, look, I mean, I think you just acknowledge it for where it is in today's game, to be able to kick 10 goals in today's environment with the support you get from defence, and they can obviously draw up the scoreboard if they choose to. So for him to be able to do that was really pleasing. So you don't want to take away that moment. We tip our hat to him. It was an incredible performance, and to be able to kick 10 goals, that's a significant achievement.
Was there any instruction at 3/4 time to the team?
No, not quite. I did say to him at half time, I said, mate, I know what do you kick at half time? 7? I said, mate, don't count out 14 just yet. Just stay with us for a little longer, and then at the end we will see how we go. So, even I couldn't step away from the theatre of it all. But look, I think what we're trying to be about is, obviously clearly the shift for us has been around our team and our team focus, and Charlie's really bought into that. But I'm just really pleased that he got sort of some individual rewards today as a result of it.
Obviously, the game moves really fast, and next Friday night it's going to be gigantic. Are you excited, and is the group excited for a crack at the ladder leaders?
I've got to be really honest with you, I haven't actually not even thought about it. I think what's been a real strength of our group is we just stay completely present to where we are right now, and we had our next challenge in front of us. I'm sure maybe the boys might be in the locker room talking about it now, I'm not sure, but where our sights has been into the next week, into the next bit of competition. We'll review it as we normally have done. We'll assess some of the injuries. We're obviously hoping to get some back, and then we'll start to move our eyes towards Collingwood.
I know you gave an update yesterday, but Shearer, Cripps, and also now Jack Martin. Are you any clearer?
Yeah, they should be all okay. So yeah, and Matty Owies, we'll see how he goes throughout the week as well. But yeah, so they're three we're hopeful that will return.
Cripps has been a cork. Is it a cork calf or cork?
No, cork hamstring really.
Cork hamstring.
Yeah, so no, it's just one that we didn't really have a sight on. I got the phone call on Sunday that it was a little bit more significant than we'd like, so a little bit more bleeding than what we would have liked. So, it just took too long to get going during the week. He couldn't train. We tried on Thursday, but we just shut it down pretty quick, just so we make sure that he's right to go this week.
And sorry to repeat the question I asked you of Harry Mackay last week. There's a vast spectrum when we hear knee with SOS. Do you have any feel?
No, we are expecting it to be on the minor end. But look, with all of these, I discount nothing. So I came in Monday thinking my captain was all right, and then he wasn't. So I tend to wait till Monday to make those assessments.
Is Walsh's, do you think, a standard 2 to 3 weekends?
Oh, you'd be asking me things that I really are out of my pay grade. I think I'll just wait for the medical team to assess as they needed. We expect it to be only slight though. Yeah.
Do you tackle a 6-day break at all any differently going into Friday night?
No, I don't think so. We've got these down pat. I mean, certainly early in the year we had a number of them, so we were able to find a routine off the back of it. Most of the week will be around recovery, I would have thought, and then we'll get one training session into them, and then we'll obviously roll into Friday night. So we'll look forward to it.
Feel like you're in pretty different nick to played the Pies in round 10.
Yeah, we are. We've made some small adjustments to our game, so we look somewhat different to that version that we got, and we're aware of the challenge that's ahead of us. They're a pretty good side, and they've been able to do it for a fairly lengthy period of time now with some element of consistency. So we know what we've got ahead of us. There's a massive challenge, but we're really looking forward to it. We feel like we're in really good shape. We feel like our system's in really good shape. We've got some players that are in some really good form. Would like one or two back to help with the cause, but we feel like we come into this week and got a clear identity about what we're going to bring.
Did Youngie offer you something different ahead of the ball tonight?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's got the size. I mean, the great thing with Youngie is his versatility, and I think I've been really pleased with the guys and the roles they've been able to do coming into the team. And we had a lot of changes today, but Dowie came in, Ed, Hollands, Cowan, Honey, Youngie came in, and they all just did role for us. They're all been in really good form. They're all been biding their time for an opportunity, and they come in and step it into a role. And I think that's been really significant. It probably, that squad mentality hasn't been spoken about a hell of a lot, but it's been really important to us in our performances. And so some of the jobs that we're getting done, they're from our role players, and they're doing a super job, and it's elevating us.
A lot of discussion around Paddy Dow. How pleased were you with how he's come in and he's seized his opportunity?
Yeah, he's certainly been. Yeah, he's certainly bided his time. Really pleased with what he did today, and I think over the course of my time with him, he's certainly well equipped at AFL level. Obviously, he's had some other challenges to try and break into that team, and who he's coming up against. But certainly what he was able to do today was really pleasing for him to be able to step into that role.